Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Working Drawing series. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about roof plans in Revit. In the previous episode, we talked about elevations in Revit, and I gave an example of how to create a working drawing elevation in Revit using the south elevation. Now, I'm not going to do for the east, west, and north elevation because I will just assume one elevation should be enough to cover to give you everything you need to know to understand how to create working drawing elevations in Revit. So we should not waste more time. But in today's tutorial, we're going to be talking about roof plan in Revit. Before further ado, let's jump right into the video. Now, this was the elevation we did on the last tutorial video. Now, the next one we're going to be doing now is the roof elevation. So we go move over to the next sheet. We double click on the next sheet. So this is the next sheet. We delete what we have here and we delete this as well. Then we copy this our sheets that we have been using and we paste it in this space. Good. Now, so this is the new sheet. This is where we're going to be placing our roof plan. Now, all we need to do is to look for our roof plan. You can see level 6 here, arrow L. Double click on it to open. So this is the roof plan. Now you can see that is not complete, because if you come to this 3D, you can see what we have. When we come to the top of our view, you can see what we have. This is how the roof plan is supposed to be like, but look at what we are having here. So there need to be some small touch-ups to this for it to give us what we are exactly looking for. So before we start, what we need to do, let's click on this scope box and let's hide them. Hide in view by category. All the scope boxes are gone. You click on these views, hide in view by category, same thing happens. Click on this line, reference line, hide by category, and everything is gone. Good. Now, so this is what you are left with. Now, the next thing you need to do is to come under our properties bar. Now you can look for view range. You click on view range. Now you know that we have a paint floor which we have the roof on, and we also have some part of the roof on the first floor. You understand? So let's look at our 3D again to be sure. So you can see we have the paint floor. This is the roof that is on the paint floor, and you can see this is the roof that is on the first floor. Good. So we need to make sure these two roofs show on our roof plan. So that's all we need to do. So all we need to do is to come back to our view range. Once you click on view range, now you can see bottom level is on the level 6, which is the roof level, but we need to take our bottom level to the paint floor level. Good. So we take our bottom level to the paint floor level, and view depth also paint floor level. Then we apply. Good. Now, as you can see from here, you can see all the roofs lower than the first one are visible now. Good. But you can still see some mistakes. Like you can see this roof here, you can see that it kind of looks like it was cut. Exactly. So we need to fix that. So all we need to do, we need to look at the cut plane. Now we need to increase the cut plane. Now let's make this cut plane 5,000. Okay, now because the cut plane is 5,000 and the top plane is 2,300, it is not going to work. We need to make the top plane higher or the same as the cut plane, because if you click on apply, it won't work. You will see there will be an error message. So we need to make this higher or exactly 5,000, but let's make it 5,000 in our own case. Then we click on apply. Okay, good. Now that is perfect. So you click on OK, and this is your roof. Now you can see how the roof is looking. So this is it. Now you've completed what you want to do. You've seen your whole full roof. Now all you need to do is to start the working drawing aspect. Now how do we go about that? First of all we need to do is to select all the grids, select all instances visible in view. Then we come under edit. You can see end is only end 2 that is checked on. Now we need the symbol to also be checked on end 1. Like you can see, all these places are empty. Even all these places are empty. Instead of checking them one by one, we can just do them automatically right here. Good. So once you click on that, good. Now you can see the symbols are already checked on now. Then the next thing we need to do is to place this roof level on sheet. So let's come back to our building and place the roof level on sheet. Sorry, let's come back to our scale, our sheet, and place the roof level on sheet. Now you can see how big this roof plan is. So it is very, very big. So we need to reduce it a little bit so as for these grids and the roof itself to balance properly in this sheet, because this is an A3 sheet. So we click on this. We don't want this text, this title to be here, so we uncheck the title, no title. Then we change the scale of the drawing. Let's make this 150. Okay, let's see how that would look. Okay, 150 looks a little bit small. Let's make it 125. Okay, I think this is better. I think 125 is okay. Yes, I think this should be okay. Good. So 125 is good. Now you can click on this sheet and let's change this to roof plan. Roof plan. Good. Now this is roof plan. Now you can see the sheet carries the name of the view that is on it. So this is good. Now the next thing we need to do is to start arranging our view very well so it can make more sense and meaning to the sheet. So we double click on this to activate the view. Now you can see where our grids are. So we also need to adjust our section to get to that point as well. Okay, we need to adjust our section to get to that point as well. We might still make some small changes to this, but let's just do this first of all. So we're going to dimension the roof. So you click on our dimension line, you click on this, you click on this, you click on this, and you take it to the end. Good. Now you stop it right here. Okay, now the next dimension, you dimension your grids properly. Okay, good. Then you give us the overall dimension of this roof. Okay, good. Now the next thing we need to do is also, because since this one is the one on the paint floor, we also need to take note of it as well. So let's dimension this as well. We have this, we have this, we have this, and this. Okay, so once we have this, let's place it here. Okay, all right. Now it's very difficult to see when you zoom in, so we're going to click this dimension and we edit dimension, and let's change something. Let's turn this from transparent, this text background from transparent to opaque. Yes, once you click on OK, good. So it's going to have like a white background beneath the text, so you can be able to see it very well. So that is good. Then you click on dimension again. The next one, you dimension the total length of this roof on top. Okay, good. So we have that. Then the next dimension we are going to be doing is this one here. So click on this to this. So this one is just going to give us the total dimension. Now you know that on the floor plan, they are stopping at the wall. So we need to check to be sure where the wall is. So we need to change this to wireframe. Okay, now you can see the wall here. So you click on this edit and you stop it at the wall. So you can see this one is stopping at this wall. Then this roof at this point is also stopping at this wall here. So you click on that and you finish it up. So you go back and you come back to your hidden line. All right, so this is good. Now then the next thing to do is your grid dimension. Never forget that. Okay, all right. So once you are done with the grid dimension, place it here. Then overall dimension. Okay, you place it here. All right, then we can also take dimension of this one, this one, this one. That's the one on top now to this point. Okay, I think, and also yes, this point. Okay, okay, is there any other thing? Okay, no, that's all. Good. So you can do that and you place it right here. Okay, then you can take the overall dimension from here to here. Okay, and you place it right here. All right, good. So this is good. for this part of the dimension. Now you can just move your section head slightly above it because you don't want any clustering. Then you can move your grid line. Before we move the grid line, let's uncheck this. Let's make them 2D, all of them. Okay, you can make them 2D. Then we move the grid lines. Okay, once we are done, then we move them. All right, so let's come here a little bit so we'll see what we are doing. Okay, perfect. So this is it. So this is good for this side. Okay, now that we are done with this part as well, we also need to move the grid lines slightly lower. Okay, so we move them slightly lower. Okay, then our section heads as well, we move it slightly lower. All right, so that is good. When you are done with those two, then you move over to the next step, which is this part. So let's dimension this part. So we start by clicking on our dimension. So you click on this to this to this. Okay, when we have this to this, okay, to this. We also have this in between. Okay, we have this and this. All right, so this is just to show you every single dimension on this part. Then we also need to show this particular one alone. Okay, we need to show this particular one alone. Where we have just this one. Okay, just this one. All right, good. Then we show our grid. Okay, we show our grid. Then we show the total dimension for this roof. Okay, then the next one is this one on top, the Pence floor roof. So we need to show this as well. Okay, then bring it down to this point. All right, so we have this, then the total dimension for this. Okay, all right, so we have this. Okay, so this is good. Then once you are done with that, you extend your section head a little bit. Extend your section head a little bit. Then we can reduce our grid heads. Okay, we can reduce our grid heads. All right, so once you are done, you click on this and you drag it down here to reduce the grid head. Okay, so that is it. Now this is good. Now the next thing to do is just the front. So because of we now have a little space at the back here, let's click on this and let's take it back a little bit. Okay, so we can have space for the front here. So we click on our dimension. Okay, then we start with this. Click on this place. Okay, then we take it down to this point, down to this point, down to this point, and to this point. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, so let's extend all these grids because they are obviously going to be obstructing our view. Okay, so let's extend all of them. All right, so once you are done, you just drag it further. Okay, let's drag it to this point. Let's stop here. All right, then we also do the same for the section heads. Okay, one here and the same thing at this other point. All right, so that is good. Okay, so now the next thing to do is to continue our dimensions. Now we know let's change this to wireframe. Let's see if we have anything. Okay, now we know that this roof here is stopping at this wall here, and this one is also stopping at this wall here, so we need to also dimension that. We do this straight to this wall, we stop it at this point here. We do the same thing here, this, and straight to this wall, we stop it at this point here. Okay, good. Then we do this. Let's get the overall for this. Okay, so we are done. Then we can go back to our hidden line view. Okay, so we see this now. We can know that this is just stopping directly on the wall. Okay, so we have click on dimension. Let's get our grids in this one. Sorry, let's get our grids here. Okay, let's get our grids. All right, so once we are done with the grid, then we take the total dimension, okay, of this one here, and we also take the total of this one as well. Okay, I think this should be in the front here, while all these are three at the back. Okay, all right, so I think this is good. This is okay. This is very, very good. So once you are done with all the dimensions on Revit, now the next thing to do is to show our roof direction. Now, what do I mean by roof direction? Now, this roof, we know this roof at this point is sloping this way. This one here is sloping this way. So we need to show those directions, and also the angle at which the roof is sloping. So we need to do that. And also the scale of this roof pattern is very tiny. We need to also increase it a little bit. So for us to increase that, we click on the roof, we go to basic roof, we come under edit. You can see the material AQ roof. We click on this for it to open up the material for us. Now once the material is open, all we need to do is to click on this small pencil icon here, and we can edit the scale. Let's make it bigger. Let's say 2. Okay, 2 is bigger. Let's see how 2 would look if it looks okay. All right, so this is bigger. Okay, this is bigger. Yes, I think this is okay. This is okay. Then once you are done with that, now you need to show the height difference. Now we know that this one is lower than this one, so this one is supposed to be, the top one is supposed to be thicker than the lower one. So we click on this, we right click, we override graphics in view by elements, just it, then projection line. Let's make this 6, and let's make this black. Okay. All right, so we can see this. Now we have our roof gutter blocking part of it, so we also do the same thing for the roof gutter. Override graphics in view, projection line, let's make it 6, black. Okay, so this is good. So you can see the difference now. I think 6 is too thick, so let me reduce it a little bit. Let's say 4. Okay, I think 4 will be better, and we do the same thing for this one. Let's say 4. Okay, yes, I think 4 is better. Yes, I think 4 is better. All right, so once you are done with that, now you know that this one is on top, and while this one is slightly lower. So then the next thing to do is to show our roof direction. So once we want to show that, we just need to click on annotate. Okay, then let's actually place the roof slope first before we show the roof direction, because I think the roof slope is also going to even show us the way it is sloping. So let's click on spot slope under annotate, then you can place your spot slope here. Now you can see it's already showing you it is this way. You can see this is already showing you is this way. You can see this is already showing you is this way. So I feel if we use this spot slope, we don't really need to show the direction again. So I think this will serve better. So all we need to do is just to edit the spot slope, because it's looking way too long and it is not in degrees. So just place this one here, then we'll click on this, we click on edit type, Let's come down here. Let's change the text, the font. Let's make this elegant locks, EL. Okay, elegant locks. Text size, let's make this 2 mm. Okay, all right. And unit format, okay, let's make this decimal. Okay, let's make this degrees. Okay, unit symbol, small degree on top. Okay, and okay. All right, now you can see 30 degrees, but the arrow is still very long, so we need to reduce the arrow. So leader line length, now you can see this is for the arrow. You can see it's 25. So let's make this 7. Let's see how far. Now this is okay. I think this is okay. This is okay. Yes, it's not that short, and it's just moderate. I think this is better. So we click on this. Now we can see the slope and the direction at once. So you click on CS to create similar, then you just place it here with the direction. You place it here. Okay, you place it here with the direction. You place it here with the direction. Here with the direction. Also here. Okay, do the same thing here. Do the same thing here, here, and here. Okay, then to this point, place one here as well. Okay, then what else? Place one here. Let's place one here. Let's place one here. So you just keep on placing this until you are done with the placement everywhere. Then you know that is all for your arrows and slopes on your roof. So you have this. Okay, where else have we not placed? Okay, now you can see this one is very tiny, so we just need to place it here. You can still look at it and understand what you mean. Now this one, you see, is way bigger than the slope, than the roof itself. So we just need to place it there. Is manageable. Place this here so we can understand it better. Okay, so now you can see once you have placed all your slopes and it comes with the direction. So you can see that is all for your slope and the direction of your roofing sheet. So this is it, and this is looking very, very okay. Yes, I think this is looking okay. So the next thing to do, you can just maybe do 1 or 2 annotations if you would like. Okay, so let's go. You click on this, double click on it to activate the view. Then you click on this text right here. You can see this one. You can see this one segment, that's the text with a line. So you can click on this. Now you can, let's just type rubbish here, and then we'll come back to rename it properly later. Okay, then we can do this as well. Okay, all right. What else? Okay, I think that should be all. Just those 2. Okay, so we can now call this Metro Tiles Roofing Sheet. Okay, then this one, Ridge Cap. For covering roofing joints. Okay, all right, now let's see if they are on the same line. All right, perfect. So just extend this a little bit and bring it down small here. All right, so it will be straight. Okay, now we can see this is good, and we are done with our roof plan. Yes. Okay, I just found out something. I thought we dimensioned this very well. I think we omitted something. So let's go back, edit this dimension. I don't know where this is coming from, but let's just delete this and dimension it again. I know I did that dimension from this wall here. Yes, I'm sure I did that from that wall. So I don't know why it's changed. Okay, I don't know why it's changed. All right, so we've done it again, then we'll go back to hidden view. All right, so this is good. Now, So this is how to create roof plans, working drawing roof plans using Revit. Now, if this video was in any way helpful to you, please don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to our channel, and please turn on the notification bell icon so that you get notified when next we publish a new video. This helps us, it encourages us to keep doing what we do, you understand? So I would really appreciate it so much if you just subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, and see you guys on our next video. Bye.